Wow. That looks really weird for an eye here. Oh god. Claudian's eyes are brimming with the excitement of discovery. Okay. Nemu! I've made a breakthrough! After uncountable days and nights, I finally hearkened to the crystal's whispers, and I must say, Professor Claudian, where are your manners? While I understand all too well your enthusiasm, I must remind you that even the most academically inclined prefer a composed recounting of events. He's excited! My apologies, Nemu. Being consumed by my research for so long, I am afraid I've forgotten how to engage in civilized conversation. Okay. Ahem. In that case, perhaps we should start from the beginning. With a crystal set adrift upon the ethereal tides, containing the memories of a party yet unknown, they cried out for deliverance from Pandemonium, where the ancients kept volatile creations under lock and key. You yourself witnessed the power devouring the facility from within, and the advent of a divine monstrosity wrought of a mythic beast and powerful mage. Fortunately, your martial prowess and the combined magical talents of your companions Themis and Erichthonios was sufficient to restore order to the circle of Asphodelos, but a greater threat remains. In the depths of Pandemonium, a presence yet stirs, its intentions and identity shrouded in mystery. That is the issue at hand, is it not? Since you returned to us, we worked tirelessly to discern the nature of the crystal. In the process, I detect an anomalous etheric signature, which I believe arose from the memories stored within. Analysis of this pattern suggested a feeling of loss or yearning, specifically the yearning to be made whole. And indeed, ambient readings have revealed a faint but identical signature. This can only mean that another such crystal exists in our time. Okay, but which one? So, my friend, I must depart to search for it forthwith. By tracing the matching etheric signature to its source, I believe it will be a simple matter to find our crystal's twin. There's another crystal that they're gonna have to find. As for you, my loyal assistants, I would ask you to remain here and continue cataloging the ancient creations. How did I read that wrong? You can't mean you intend to search for the crystal on your own? Why, yes, that would be the most efficient use of resources, would it not? In fact, I have already commissioned a ship and pilot for that very purpose. I trust you to take good care of the laboratory in my absence. I apologize for that somewhat abrupt departure. When progress is in sight, Professor Claudian tends to become blind to all else. Indeed, and he has been worse than usual. While I cannot fault him for his excitement, I do wish he would spare a thought for those around him. Yeah, he needs to sleep. Ooh. Oh, there's Themis. What's up? I'm so tiny now, but... I did not expect to meet you here, of all places. He's a good boy! You seek records of Pandemonium's creations. Master Themis has just finished pursuing the very same, I see. Should not be surprised that we both arrived at the same conclusion. Luckily, I have saved you the trouble and gleaned what information I could. Ah, so you know each other. I was dreading having one scour the archives, but perhaps instead I'll rest for a spell. If there's nothing else, I shall take my leave. As should we, for I have undone the warding sigil blocking the entrance to Abyssos. I came here merely to chase an idle suspicion while awaiting your return. Fortunately, while Pandemonium's protective wards continue to be assailed by our unknown foe, there have been no fluctuations so great as to make me doubt Erichthonios' capacity to keep watch over Asphodelos while I'm away. He works diligently to master interment, and that he might deliver the creations back to their cages by his own hand. I thought it best to give him time to hone his craft. And since fate has brought us both here, I would ask you to accompany me while I attend to another matter. More idle suspicions that I would like to chase down. Okay? Rest assured, it shall not take long. I simply have a few questions to ask an acquaintance of mine. Come. He has agreed to meet us near the Naos to Pandemonium. Okay. As I have pondered our expedition into Pandemonium, I could not help but be mystified by how strongly the warders we encountered felt for Lahabrea, whether it be for good or ill. Hesperos and Erichthonios were two sides of the same coin. The former looked to his mentor with absolute devotion, while the latter looks to his father with a bald hatred. I would not expect a familiar such as you to understand this, but such extreme emotions towards a single individual are quite rare indeed. Naturally, I feel gratitude toward my mother and father. Yet we are all equals in the larger picture of the star. This view is not unique to myself. It is more or less accepted as the way of things. By contrast, the researchers of Pandemonium seemed to view Lahabrea with a feeling approaching obsession. Whether driven by love or hate, they have all been drawn to him. There were many other aspects of the facility's particulars I found troubling besides. I decided the best course of action would be to go straight to the source and pose my questions to a member of the wards of Lahabrea. Oh, it's him again! Hello! My apologies to have kept you waiting, Master Themis. I understand you were conducting an investigation of Pandemonium and wish to know of its origins. Indeed. In particular, I wish to know why exactly Pandemonium was built directly under Elpis. The facility is overseen by the wards of Lahabrea, after all. Why keep it so close to Elpis, whose governing body has no say in its day-to-day operations? At first, I thought it to be simply a matter of convenience. Those creations which were deemed failures by the researchers of Elpis could be easily ushered into their new homes. Imagine my surprise when a trip to the archives revealed that many of the creations were sent from organizations beyond Elpis, including from the words of Lahabrean themselves. Given this, albeit limited, information, I cannot but feel that the Academia Anadir would have been a more fitting local. What does Elpis have that cannot be found here? These are fitting questions, and ones we have asked ourselves many times in recent years. Alas, the nature of Pandemonium's construction does not lend itself to relocation. When first it was built, circumstances weren't as they are now. As you surmised, the majority of the creations kept within Pandemonium were sent from Elpis. Oh. Yet as the years passed, interests change. Failures in creations deemed too flawed even to submit to Elpis paradoxically drew the attention of Pandemonium's researchers. They want to keep them. Interesting. That is quite the change, and in fact it almost runs counter to the facility's original purpose. Who is it that decides which creations will be subject of research? Master Lahabrea. Such authority is reserved for Chief Keyword, and he has taken upon himself to step into that role. So if Pandemonium's resources were being misused, would be under Lahabrea's authority, correct? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know not what you're suggesting, but the key wards also hold some sway within the facility. Not even Master Lahabrea would be free from their scrutiny. They are duty-bound to report any irregularities as soon as possible. But what if they didn't? What if he didn't? Although I admit as of late their communication has been somewhat sporadic. But we recently received a report from one of the keywords stating that all is well within Pandemonium's halls. Really? And are you certain that a keyword sent it? Yes, of course. Our communications suffered a temporary obstruction, but I can assure you that the words did their due diligence in confirming the identity of the sender. It sounds sus, bro. Thank you. This information will be helpful to my investigation. That will be all for my prying. Then I should take my leave. While you're yet permitted to conduct your investigation freely, I must remind you that the warden's work is delicate, and it would be remiss to disturb them for longer than is necessary. Very sus. All is well. A blatant lie, and to that we can both attest. One of the remaining keywords is most certainly in league with the party behind us. Let us hurry. I know not why our adversary sent that report, but 'tis plain that we must return to Pandemonium with haste. I cannot guess as to why this false report has risen now, but it certainly bodes ill, as does the knowledge that our mysterious mastermind has at least one keyword to puppet. Regardless, they have tipped their hand, and we would be remiss to leave Erichthonios at the mercy of their machinations. Machinations? Machinations? Let us hope no harm has befallen him. Eric! Is him! Nice chains. Cells. Oh, is he practicing? Not quite. I've traced these sigils countless times, yet still I lack the strength to maintain the spell. And now time works against me. I can no longer be victim to my own ineptitude. What? Who goes there? That's a weird looking eye! There is something to be admired in such single-minded effort, even if your methods have leave much to be desired. You allowed this familiar to catch you unawares. Have you set your sights so high as to forget you walk upon the earth? I know this creature. Oh, a familiar of the Phonics. The bird? The burb? Monster? But that monster is locked away, yeah. Okay. He's a minion, okay. Oh, yeah! Oh, it was one of the ads from the normal tier. That it is. In spite of the trouble I went to in freeing it, I might add. Begrudge me for addressing you in this ill-fitting form, if you must. But with the control of Asphodelos wrested from my grasp, 'tis simply the best I can offer you. Hide, if you will. But mark my words, I will find you and make you pay for the chaos you've sown. Now, there's no need for such hostility. A calm heart stays the course. The wisdom of Lahabrea, your father. He doesn't like his father very much. And how would you know what wisdom he speaks? I've heard those words many times. The scolding of a tutor whose students struggle to grasp the most rudimentary lessons. Seething with disgust. No. No what? I've not told that to anyone. Oh, what the fuck? Not even the keyword Hesperos. That can only mean one thing. That still you insist on mocking me. Is that Lahabrea controlling the minion? Question mark? Stop this farce, Lahabrea. Oh, it is. At last, you move to keep up. Pity that you remain behind, nevertheless. What? No! What? As ever you are. Always you fail to learn, fail to understand, fail to act. And though fate deigned to offer an escape, you remained here. You are bereft of magical prowess and common sense both. No! But you need not despair. Dull though you may be, you are yet indispensable to Pandemonium's great experiment. Ah, shit. Ah, there's the affection I remember. Tell me, did I ever once measure up to your expectations? You shall. Take pride in that, and rejoice to see your wish fulfilled. What? What wish? Come, and all shall be revealed. All this rage, this hatred, is but a consequence of ignorance. Our desires align more than you know. What? Are you... Are we gonna rescue Eric again? No! What? What's happening? Uninvited guests join our reunion. It seems fortune no longer favors you. Are you okay? I'll fight with my healing powers. Do you think I have any interest in listening to your prattle, let alone bowing to your will? I am no longer a child, and my faith lies with those who have earned it. So these are the heroes who brought Hesperos low, even as power divine flowed through his veins. 'Tis plain there are worthier subjects to contend with. Oh, poor Eric. He doesn't like his dad very much. Thank you. If he had shown up even a moment later, I shudder to think what would have come of me. There's something I must tell you. I know who's behind this. There is but one person who can hold thrall over familiar, creation, and keyword alike. Lahabrea. So there can be but one conclusion. Lahabrea was the driving force behind this chaos from the start. There is logic to that. There are few with the wherewithal to even consider experimentation on such a scale, let alone the capacity to create demigods from man and beast with the rest of us none the wiser. Considering the magnitude of his work with the convocation and the words, his relatively minor role as chief keyword comes under a little scrutiny, even as it provides him the authority to wield dangerous magics. It may serve as veil and mantle both. Still, I find the notion hard to accept. The misdeeds perpetrated here could have not been done by the Lahabrea I know. You have met him, yes? Do you think he is capable of this? Maybe our Lahabrea would, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. Serious? It's too early to say for certain. It truly is a puzzle with many missing pieces. Still, I see you do not deny outright the possibility that Lahabrea is a man with few scruples. That alone should be enough, but let me assure you, Lahabrea holds nothing so dear as his own ambition. While he may not be one to let emotion stand in the way of his mission, I cannot believe there are no depths to which he would not stoop. Although we met but briefly, the impression he left on me stands in stark contrast to your evaluation. Though his methods are ever unorthodox, they seem guided by a firm understanding of what is just. There's one way to find out for certain. We delve deeper into Pandemonium and pull back the curtain on this mystery ourselves. A wise course. I would not deny the truth if I saw it with my own eyes, even if it was discomforting to behold. We are going in again. The fifth circle now accessible. Ooh. Ah! What the fuck? This music's already really good. What? What? That is big. Oh, this music's so good. Oh, they always do these half wipe stuff. What is this? I don't understand. He's hungry. Hungry. Where do we go? Oh, that's weird. It's reflecting. Oh, no! So hungry, must feed. What's this? just need... Huh? Oh, that looks so cool. Oh shit, what? He's hungry. So scary. Okay, we gotta look at the stones. Over here? Yeah. Shit. What is going on? Ah! Oh my god! Oh no! No! Heal myself first. I'm gonna raise you. Oh shit! Yeah! I don't know which order goes first. Ah! Ow! Ow, 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 ow! Ruby Glow is so pretty, but it hurts so bad. Shit. He's dead. Oh, look at those Venus flytraps. Nice. Yay! New shit to grind for! Oh god! Oh, it's so gross. So this is where research is conducted on creations imbued with poisons and venoms. Erichthonios and I were conveyed not far from here. It seems our foe is finding it more difficult to surprise us. Fortunately for you, since they appear particularly keen to see you dispatched as quickly as possible. Even alone, you are forced to be reckoned with. Part of me is glad you emerged victorious, that I might observe you further. Oh, there he is! There he is! Were circumstances different, I might thank you for keeping my son alive for this long. But I believe we can forego introductions. Unless I have misread you. the fuck? What the fuck, bro? Okay. I'm all too familiar, Paragon. A charming appellation, but I'm afraid I hold no such position. No. I am Lahabrea of the Convocation of 14. If you truly are who you claim to be, then answer this question. That can wait. Themis, no! What is this? Now this is curious. The trap I wove at your feet reacts to ether, but you remain unaffected. Such thin ether, and in an unfamiliar composition besides. It is of no matter, I suppose. A more direct approach will beget the same results. I would advise that you to think more carefully before deciding your next action. Strike me down here, and Erichthonios' wish shall remain unfulfilled. Never again shall he meet Athena. Mother? You would dare hide behind her name? Listen well, Erichthonios. We are of the same mind concerning your mother. You have your allies for protection. So what harm is there in hearing me out? Erichthonios, wait! There is a question I must needs ask first. If you truly are Lahabrea, why speak such blatant lies? Bitter in defeat, are we? Say my name. A simple request. Themis, was it? A trifle soon forgotten, as are you. I have my answer. The Lahabrea that I knew took pride in the convocation, and would never suffer its denigration. Oh shit. You sully his station with his farce. With this farce. Oh. Someone like... Is he like controlled as well? Themis, what are you saying? Lahabrea and I hardly saw eye to eye, but I know his voice when I hear it. Indeed, he makes a passing fine imitation in appearance and manner. However, the real Lahabrea would never call me by the name Themis. Ah, okay. He's a fake, or some sort. What's his real name then? Or is he known by another name? Like Elidibus, I guess? He just calls him Elidibus? What the fuck is going on? What trouble have you gotten yourself into, Elidibus? Ah, okay. Yep, Elidibus. Who the fuck is this then? Imposter. You have no right to claim that form. That mask. That sigil! Who the fuck is this? What? Who? Who is this? 'Twas a mask that sickened me to wear. Is that him, like, as a younger man? Probably? The mask of Lahabrea, a man who values his position above all. Who would murder his own wife in pursuit of duty? Oh shit! Yet you would assume my name and wield the powers that are mine by right? Any worth you may have hinges on that which you so despise. Oh god. Such trite provocations. I will not be goaded into fishing this ere my work is done. Oh, that is not... Okay. That is not... Laha at all. Okay. Erichthonios, listen well. I am Hephaestus? I don't know. It is I whom you call father. He is the father. No, I'm so confused. Rip. What in the name of creation? The truth's been revealed. We would do well to not stand idle while our enemy is about. I believe an explanation is in order, Elidibus. Let us return safely so you may provide it. That sounds more like the Lahabrea I know. Serious man. Very good, very good. That's how I expected it. Before we depart, however, I must offer you an apology. As Lahabrea said, I am Elidibus, one of the convocation and emissary of their will. Oh, I know, honey! I know! Your baby! For reasons which do not involve you, it was necessary to hide my identity while investigating this place. Still, that hardly excuses my deception. I know who you are. Whatever your name is, you're still Themis to me. Such words are comforting, truly. I shall offer an explanation in time. But first, let me assure you, my choices were not born from animosity. In any case, we have pressing matters to attend to. Let us do as Lahabrea suggested and return to the gates. We can speak there. Please, save him. Save him. I have a small theory, but I might be wrong. I have a small inkling that it might be Athena calling out to us instead of what I thought to be Asm. I still don't understand. Yeah. Oh no, poor Eric. As you are aware of by now, I am known as Elidibus. After my dear friend Asm and I detected irregularities in Pandemonium, we decided the best course of action would be to hide my station as I conducted my investigation. Okay, but where's... Tell me more of our Asm here. Although neither Asm nor I have ever met you in the flesh, you came with her highest recommendation. That alone was enough for me to accept you as an ally without question. Aw. That somewhere in the world, a guiding star so similar to herself was out there, amused Asm to no end. There was not a shade of doubt in her heart that you would be a formidable ally. Damn, she trusts me so much! I want to meet her. Furthermore, I have heard stories that Mistress Vana, who held the position of Asm previously, journeyed with a familiar much like yourself. Yes. Yes. That made the decision to trust you all the easier. Aware though I was of the path you had walked, I had no interest in exposing you. I merely wanted to meet you, to travel by your side for a while. Ah, you baby! I may know but a small portion of your whole story, but that is enough for me to believe you would never lead me astray. I wanted to tell you that. Oh! Erichthonios is resolutely avoiding his father's eye, but that... it's complicated shit. I don't know how long it's been since we last spoke, Lahabrea. And truth be told, I had hoped we never would again. Just what is that thing that calls itself Lahabrea? And why is the spitting image of your younger self? Man, I am so confused. So it is an image of a younger version of Lahabrea, but he calls himself in a different name, I guess. I don't know. I was well aware of the anomalies occurring within Pandemonium, including the fact that Azem and Elidibus had taken it upon themselves to investigate. Imagine my surprise when, instead of a formal report from you and yours, I received a communication from one of the keywords stating that the research and operations were proceeding as usual. So even he finds it very sus. As you well know, the name Lahabrea is but a marker of my station. Oh, that's right. Is that his real name? Lahabrea is the title. This is not the name I was born with. Okay. Yeah, Hephaestus has claimed that for himself. I cannot fault him for it, as he is my other half in a matter of speaking. Okay, I get it now. I was so confused. He knows all that I know, my equal in every way. Yet within his heart is naught but greed, envy, and desire. All the emotions that we are loath to acknowledge within ourselves. So, okay, did he basically make a double of himself? If what you say is true, what purpose would such a being serve? He is the product of an experimentation gone awry. Okay. A reminder of the days when I was yet young and reckless. Oh, okay. I thought him sealed away for good, but it seems time has a way of unearthing the shame we bury. Oh. When he spoke of my mother, he looked at you with venom in his eyes. Blamed you for her death. Oh shit. Tell me, was he right to do so? His words were but the ramblings of a tortured mind. The hatred and despair he endures was warped his view of the world irreparably. Oh. Oh. And now that he has awakened, he must be put to rest. If he succeeds in breaching Pandemonium's protective wards, he shall invite disaster unto our star. So we gotta kill him. Okay. As chief keyword of Pandemonium, it is my duty to decide the proper course of action. As such, I declare all research shall be summarily abandoned and the facility destroyed. Oh. What? You would leave the other warders to their doom? Aw, shit. 'Tis a choice befitting Lahabrea. Do you disagree? We speak of duty, and ours is to guide our star and its inhabitants upon the correct course. It is no surprise that you would choose annihilation of Pandemonium if its existence pose even the remotest risk to our people. Yet, as you can see by Erichthonios' response, the decision is somewhat more nuanced than that. Azem and I grappled with this conundrum for some time, in fact. That is precisely why I chose to involve myself directly. 'Twas the only way I could truly determine the best solution. And you need not trouble yourself with that further. The chief keyword must prevent the worst from occurring, no matter the cost. Your feelings, Elidibus, are of no consequence. Oh. Have you even taken a moment to consider another path? No! You spared nary a thought for aught but yourself and your duty. You have no idea of the trials we have endured, the foes that Nemu has stood against. Oh. Hi. Nemu, is it? A being of such ether as I have ever seen. Who are you? She is the guiding star that shall lead us safely through this. Thanks to her stout arm and steadfast courage, we have subdued the mythic creations and returned them to themselves. Speaking of which, I would hear your opinion, Nemu. As outsiders, we are in a unique position to look upon circumstances with our vision unclouded by attachment. Agreed. We still know next to nothing about Hephaestus, and I highly doubt Lahabrea has been forthcoming with the truth. But we've managed to regain control of Asphodelos. He must be made to see that there's merit in continuing on this path. I have it. Speak in your official capacity as Elidibus the emissary. Judge which approach is more sound, and even Lahabrea would be compelled to listen. As Elidibus, I am duty-bound to assess the matter from a position of impartiality. My opinion as Themis can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yes? I do. Even so, you've walked with us all this time, seen what we've seen. Based on that alone, I trust you'll find the best way forward. Very well. And in my capacity as emissary, I shall state my judgment. At present, there are merits both in destroying Pandemonium outright and in taking time to rescue its researchers. And neither is yet an impossible task. One is a very quick solution, and then one is like, I guess, the more interesting route. Therefore, I judged the most measured choice would be to continue upon our present course. We delve into Abyssos, entering any mythic creations we encounter along the way. We have yet to witness Nemu's might and Erichthonios' resolve. I would ask that you see our capabilities firsthand, and only then decide if our endeavor is futile. If such is the will of the emissary, then I shall obey. However, if indeed I find your strength to be lacking, I trust there will be no objections to the immediate destruction of Pandemonium. You needn't worry about that. We won't fail. You are bolder than I remember. Oh. And you're even more tedious than I remember. Nemu, come find me when you're finished. Oh. Kids, am I right? I'm kidding. Oh, he's right there. You do have my gratitude. Ill-fit as I am now to show it at the moment. Without your words to sway him, Lahabrea would have carried out his plan without a second thought. Ooh. When at first we realized the creations had slipped their bonds, the other keywords did all in their power to restore order. Even though they could have chosen escape, they remained to aid their allies. Aww. I'm certain not a soul among them would wish to see this facility erased from this world. And they don't deserve to be abandoned for simply carrying out their duty. And besides, Hephaestus Secrets yet untold. Secrets that would be buried if Pandemonium were reduced to rubble. I mean to uncover the truth behind his words. The truth of my mother. Okay. I'm in. I'm curious too. While Lahabrea was quick to dismiss his claims, I failed to see what Hephaestus would gain by fabricating such a story. All I was told of my mother's death was that she perished but in an accident. No one would say more. It was almost as if they feared saying more, in fact. Even if it was not Lahabrea that dealt with the fatal blow, we've seen with our own eyes how quickly he can condemn others to die. I only wish to know at last what befell her. What do you think, Nemu? Does Lahabrea, you know, have any regard for the lives of others? Or will he carry out his duty with another's blood on his hands? I have no idea what he might be like in this age. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. He once used my ally as a vessel for his own twisted ends. He was always a man who worked from the shadows. I have no idea what he might be like in this age. This age? Just how long has it been since you last met? Regardless, I'd like you to try and view him as he is now. Okay. Another opinion would be much appreciated. I'm sorry. I could not give more. But it is plain there is much to consider. Thank you, Nemu. It's easy for me to get carried away by emotion where he's concerned. We should focus on the task at hand, proving to Lahabrea that we are capable of saving Pandemonium and its keepers. The most convincing way to do that will be to regain control of Abyssos. Hello. Erichthonios appears to have a deep trust in you, and Elidibus tells me you share some relation to Asm. Your unusual ether does not mark you as familiar. It is unlike anything I have ever seen, even among the countless concepts I have observed. To think that I would encounter an existence that I could not create by my own hand. Asm never ceases to surprise. The previous Asm was much the same. In taking the entirety of the star into consideration, she came to hold dear emotions and people that a more logical mind would have discarded. This made her act in her own self-interest more than often not. Just as you and Elidibus have conducted yourselves in this matter. The true danger of Asm's nature is its tendency to infect all those she comes into contact with. She has that much of an influence, huh? And itself said much the same. Trust that I shall do naught that would violate my duty. And yet you so frivolously invoked your authority as emissary to justify this little excursion. It matters little, however. Only your deeds can speak for you now. Yet Hephaestus would never allow you to safe passage. He has left a trial for you to overcome. Of course. Ooh. Ah. I speak of Hegemon, keyword of Abyssos. Although her presence is stained with marks of corruption, it is unmistakable. Okay. We gotta try to save her, huh? No? Themis? We must rescue her from that cruel fate. And if we cannot, we can at least seal her away until we find a means to undo the damage. Your allies make you bold, Erichthonios. I very much look forward to seeing how far they carry you. Oh, he's curious. Awkward. Oh my god. This is so funny. A sixth circle. Okay. Oh, Hello. Hmm. Ooh. Oh, it has music. The voice. Abyssos is my charge, and I shall not shirk my duty. He swept away in a flood of ether. No! Oh my god! Oh no! I got you. Ah! Matthias. Ow. Transmission? What is this? 2, 1, stop? Oh! What? Oh no! Oh, I see. Okay. Ah! Ow. Okay, where do we go? Okay, now we're all getting it. Okay. Oh shit! Ah! No! Let's doing another one. I'm not sure if I understand that completely. Switching again. I'll follow you. Oh no! Mistake! Shit! Ah! Ooh! Ooh! No, Wraith! Nice. Lock him up! Lock him up! Yay. Our plan was a success, although I hardly need to tell you that. Hegemony has been sealed away, and now you have no choice but to admit the merit of our methods. You have the right of it. I am not so petty as to deny the achievements of those I squabbled with, no matter how strongly we disagree. He looks so happy. Then we have leave to continue. As for that, there is one among you whose very presence puts others at risk. It would be best to proceed without him, for failure would have consequences that reach far beyond Pandemonium. And of whom do you speak? A warder cannot even conduct his duty without aid. In this place, hope alone is not enough to overcome what awaits you. A single misstep will send all to their doom. Ah. So long as we each do our part and look to the allies by our side, even a neophyte can appraise his companions. That is something that Nemu and Themis taught me. While I do not wish to express any bias, I am inclined to agree. If my investigation has made anything clear, it is that we are together greater than the sum of our parts. And hope has brought us this far. It drives us to seek the right path, and to act before that lies the path that lies before us, close to us. Then tell me, what is it you hope for? To see Hephaestus in chains. That's the surest way to prevent further sacrifices. I'm aware that destroying Pandemonium would rid us of him, but the cost is far too great. And I admit, I wish to know what he means to resurrect Athena. No. And there we have it. You must leave this place at once. Do not think to set foot in Pandemonium again. Bruh. He just wants to know about his mom! You cannot be ignorant to the folly of Hephaestus' words. Even were he to breathe life into a body, the soul contained within would not be your mother's. What if our knowledge is imperfect? What if Hephaestus has discovered something that no one else has? He knows all that you do, understands the bitter reality of this world, of the world. He wouldn't pursue the impossible. Think, Erichthonios. I have already explained that he is merely my twisted reflection. Is it worth bringing back your mother if it means others are used and discarded like tools? Is it worth it? To see her once more? Oh. Now you measure the worth of your colleagues' lives? What was that foolish braying about saving them? Merely a performance to hide your childish devotion to your mother? Come on, man. Please, such barbs will get us nowhere. We should first discuss... You would call me a fool? You, who murdered your wife in service of your ambition? For the sake of the star, no doubt. No! No fighting! No fighting, please. Ah! I can hear it again. That voice inside my head. Oh no. I know who to follow. Hephaestus. Father! No, Eric, no! Mother, oh, I love you so. And this voice will guide me to you. No! Eric, no. No, listen not. Listen not, Erichthonios. A apologies. You taught me that a calm heart stays the course, but I could never grasp the rudder. Never. What the fuck? No! Oh. Why? If this is the measure of Hephaestus' power, the other keywords had little chance to resist it. We saw his work during our encounter with Hesperos. Doubtless Hephaestus' magic fed his admiration and envy until there was room for naught else in his heart. There was something else besides. Did you not feel the presence of another? Yep. As I thought. Someone was trying to warn Erichthonios, but whom? Could it have been one of the keywords? Alas, their warning arrived too late. I had already provoked Erichthonios past the point of no return. I bear the burden for his failure. In my stubbornness, I could not but scorn the boy, and Hephaestus knew that. And now I dread to think of the ordeal that awaits him due to my rashness. There is time yet to save them. We can easily regain control of Abyssos, giving us a firm foothold which to brave Pandemonium's lowest level. The enemy is within reach. Just as with Hesperos, Erichthonios is in danger of being consumed by Hephaestus' spell. However, I have faith that he will not easily lose sight of himself. The way forward is clear. Lahabrea, pray tell us all that you know of what we shall find beyond Abyssos. I can only assume one more keyword lies in wait. The deepest level of Pandemonium is called Tartaros, and your passage shall be challenged not only by a keyword. Abyssos has laid traps in every corner of its halls. You have no hope of surviving far past the threshold. That, I expect, is where Nemo shall shine. Her dissolute ether shall allow her to slip through the traps unimpeded. We saw it when Hephaestus has no effect, and doubtless even he has yet to devise a countermeasure. Then time is of the essence. Hephaestus is already well aware that you can match a keyword in battle. He will not stand idle while you stroll past his other defenses at your leisure. Agreed. However, clarity will be indispensable to our success. I'm afraid I must insist upon it ere we depart, okay? We have yet to discern to what end Hephaestus would use Erichthonios. If you know, I would ask that you enlighten us. And then there is a matter of Athena. Why do you so fiercely rebuke Erichthonios' feelings for his mother? Yeah, you owe us that much. While I understand the very thought of resurrecting the dead is anathema, you act as if grief over her passing should be equally so. How are we to grapple with what plagues our friend and drives our foe if you refuse to acknowledge it? I do acknowledge it. I wish only to spare those that feel it still greater pain. Oh. He still cares, I guess, despite his stoic appearance. Explain. And so you drove your son over the bridge. Did you mean to protect Erichthonios with your silence? How dare you! No. You are right. Yeah, I thought so. The blame for Erichthonios' face rests squarely on my shoulders. Very well. I shall lay bare the truth, but only after the foe before us has been laid low. You are a dad! The remaining keyword is Agistus? She has served in Pandemonium since its inception, and her affinity for magic is peerless even among the keywords. Abyssos knows that losing her would mean the end of his experiments. He has hidden her in a place unreachable by conventional means. Ericthonios? Oh, okay. But your presence makes mockery of such barriers. The scarcity of your ether means it will be trivial to send you directly to Ericthonios. We shall approach as closely as caution will allow. We know where the battle will commence, so I do not anticipate difficulty in detecting your presence. From afar, I shall do my best to provide you with ground on which to fight and phantom allies to aid you. As for the internment, I have yet to think of a foolproof method. Interment shall not be necessary. From here, I can sense Ericthonios' presence, but it is scarcely recognizable. Abyssos was more ambitious with her than he was with Hegemony. Okay. She has been transfigured such as that barely a scantling of herself remains. Oh no! We can but take comfort in what mercy the underworld will be to her. Oh. So she's changed beyond recognition, I guess. The seventh circle. Oh, pretty. Oh no! Oh. That is so unfortunate. I don't think we can save her. Okay. I'm ready, guys. Oh, wait. Are we already attacking her? Oh! Ah! I am Abyssos? Yes, then this is my vessel. I've been gifted with these new subjects. Okay. Ah. Do we... Oh. And then we go here. Here. Oh no! The platforms! Bridge? Oh, I see. Tanks, take the... I have a feeling you can fall down from here, but I'm not going to try that. These ads. Oh shit! Ayya! No! Oh fuck! Oh no! No! Oh shit! I died! Thanks! Run, 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 run! 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 Oh no! Let me raise. Towers? Fuck! No, 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 Ray! Healing! What's healing? I don't know. Divine! Ah, shit, I died. No! 3%. Nice. Oh, couldn't save her. That's unfortunate. Now, what have you done to Eric? The moment Agdistis was slain, the flow of ether in Pandemonium focused keenly on this location, creating a tunnel of sorts through which we could quickly convey ourselves. It was almost as if we were ushered here. As if it was a trap. Probably, maybe. This space was created with care and concealed with powerful wards. Only a keyword would have been able to detect it. And even then with great difficulty. Ergo, aww. Aww. If only I could restore Tartarus to order. But I'm afraid this is the most I can manage with such power as remains to me. It has been too long, Master Lahabrea. Oh. Likewise, keyword Agdistis. I should not be surprised you were able to break free of Hephaestus' spell, even diminished as you are. 'Twas not an easy task, even with your aid. His curses dig into one's heart, creating a storm of emotion that is all too easily to become lost in. Only by chance did a fragment of myself remain, illuminating a path through the madness. And thus I am able to appear before you now. Even while my body was powerless to resist Hephaestus' commands, some small part of my logical mind stood alone in defiance. It even managed to speak to the outside world. Oh, it was you who called out to us. Oh, it wasn't who I thought it was after all. The report. That was you. Yep. Doubtless you recognize my voice from the many times I've called out to you. Kinda. I hope the hope that those pleas would not fall on deaf ears was all that kept me from succumbing to hopelessness. Oh. Thanks. But I have greater purpose here than simply saying my farewells. There's something you must know, that the tragedy of the past do not repeat in the present. Forgive me for what I'm about to do, Master Lahabrea, but the story must be told. 'Tis the only way to understand Hephaestus' fixation on Erichthonios. Might as well. No longer can you hide your heart away. Oh! Huh? What? Hephaestus? No. The mask marks him as Lahabrea. Master Lahabrea had brought an end to Lady Athena's life and sealed away a part of his memories and emotions with Hephaestus. These are my recollections of the moments following. I'm confused! Wait a minute! Are you Athena? No, wait. I'm so confused. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll find out in the end. And you truly have no intention of revealing the truth to Erichthonios. Okay, so it is still Igdistus. My lesser half is now buried where none can find it. We would be wise to do the same with our memory of this day. Blood should not sway the spirit so, but Athena's teachings have warped the boy. I fear he would see our star burn to keep his mother safe. Oh. Erichthonios believes that he feels love, but he is shackled by dependence. He cannot bear the truth. His dependence makes it all the more important to be open with him. He will seek answers about his mother's loss, which shall inevitably lead him to you. Are you willing to accept the blame for Athena's death? Are you willing to accept your son's hatred? Oh, so he does care for him. In his own way. If what comes to pass, then so be it. Better to be burdened with hatred than the knowledge that Athena thought his body and soul mere tools. Oh, to be used and discarded. Oh, so he does. He loves his family. He's a dad. Even were I to tell him that his mother what his mother plotted, he would never seek reasons to believe that the true fault lies with me or with him. Should he merely hate me, he will remain unfettered by doubt, free to serve the star far from his apparent shadow. Erichthonios loved his mother more than life itself, and yet... What a dreadful truth you've borne all this time. Such is Lahabrea's nature. Every action, every word, a solution to life's great dilemmas, and none to spare for his own. What I have revealed to you is but a small portion of a larger picture. I shall leave it to Lahabrea to paint the rest for you. And for Erichthonios, I hope. Thank you, Igdistus. I always admire you, you know. What choice did I have when you sacrificed so much to our star to the heavens? To guide our star to the heavens. Aww. Oh. Hephaestus has doubtless sensed that his final keyword has fallen. We should return to the surface before he moves to strike us here. If we are to face him, we must be prepared to bring our full strength to bear. Quiet, Dad. Quiet, cold, scorned Dad. But a good dad, I think. It was Erichthonios' hatred of his father that had caused him to fall victim to Hephaestus' magics. The roots of hatred were born from a son's love. Oh. A love nurtured not by a mother caring for her offspring, but by a researcher creating the ideal test subject. Pandemonium bounds with demons indeed, yep. Yeah. Abyssos was ever a bold woman, even in her final moments. That she would unearth the secrets of my past for all to look upon. Still, well, glad am I that she faced you as her last opponent. I could think of none more worthy to send her soul off to the other side. You are welcome. The vision you saw told the story far more eloquently than I ever could. Athena was consumed by her research, and was willing to sacrifice her own child if it hastened her process. She did not offer him a position here out of a sense of love or pride. It was merely because she knew he would be the most pliable test subject. God damn it! That's so sad! I see now why you hid the truth from him. I cannot say with certainty that Erichthonios would handle the weight of such betrayal. After holding his mother on a pedestal for so long, yeah. Unfortunately, it seems not even her death has ensured his safety. Hephaestus has taken up Athena's research and succeeded in creating hemethoi? Whatever. I know not what his ultimate end is, but his plane is connected with the resurrection of Athena. That knowledge alone is sufficient to direct our next course of action. As for the rest of your story, we shall hear it after we have returned Erichthonios to safety, in accordance with Abyssos' last wish. Very well. I can, at least, assure you that finding him shall prove relatively simple now that Hephaestus can no longer bend Pandemonium to his will. Yeah, he's the only one left. There is but one place for him to find refuge. The Black Heart of Tartarus, where Athena built her testing compound. We can assume that Hephaestus will offer fierce resistance. I must focus my every effort on securing a safe means of approach. Lahabrea, I would ask that you assume the duty of summoning Nemu's phantom warriors. Oh! I have no objections. My ability to fight within Tartarus would be greatly diminished in any case. However, I wish to deal with the final blow to Hephaestus myself. There is no need to dirty your hands with such a deed. I see. I take it then that you have no intent to seal him away as before. The presence I felt when I encountered Hephaestus bore little resemblance to the entity I have created. By his own hand, he has become something far more wicked. And the same magics that once shackled him may very well shatter before the power he wields. On my pride as a researcher, I am loath to repeat the same mistake twice. I would not see these events play out again, and so he must be extinguished. Fair enough. Well then, I shall open the way forward. May we finish this together. Huh? The 8th circle. Yay! What's he doing? Oh, the end is in sight. Return to me safely, friend. If Hephaestus truly means to continue Athena's research, then Erichthonios is indispensable to his goals. He is safe, but for how much longer I cannot say. Alright. Summon. Ah! Okay. Let's go. Eric, no! I'll save you.
Erichthonios is mine, heart and soul. And with your death, none will be left to stop me.
Oh my. Perfect imperfection. Oh, is it the same voice actor? For Heavensward? Lahabrea? Wow. Yay. Let's go.
Rest eternal in the dark
Depths of this prison! Oh, that's cool.
From fulgent flame my servants rise.
What is this
Out of
mean?
my sight! Leave naught but ash in your wake!
Yeah, birdie!
Behold the fruits of sacrifice! You are prey to be consumed!
This music is familiar. Holy shit! Look away! This music? Bob?
Perish in flame's embrace!
Middle, I guess.
Go forth and sate your boundless hunger.
Got you.
From fulgent flame my servants rise.
Do we?
A fitting death. I shall see my wish fulfilled.
Oh my! He's a big boy.
You will know my rage.
Oh no! Like this? Ah!
Sear flesh from bone.
I love the amount of voice dialogue he has. Oh, he changed again!
To be consumed.
Bum, 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 bum. Oh my god. Look away. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Which one goes first? Oh.
From fulgent flame my servants rise.
Oh shit! Ah!
A fitting death. You will know my rage.
Starts there. It's there. Oh shit! No, I'm not gonna like this. Ah! No, no. I'm raising.
Who's praying before a god? Leave naught but ash in your wake.
Woo! I cannot imagine Savage. Those knockbacks on the floor are gonna be so... Oh, well, we did it anyway. Yay! Pandemonium Abyssos complete. GG! Alright, let's look at the chests first before we take pictures. There's an Eric minion! Alright, make poses, everybody. Okay. That's true! It looked like the monk shoved him. That's funny. That's amazing. Nice. Thank you so much. Alright. Let's see the end of this tale here. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's finish the story here. The chain of events had led to this moment began with my error. When out of mercy I confined you here, I break it and leave no trace of you behind. Oh, there's Lahabrea's sigil on the floor. This is not over! Oh shit. I see you will not go peacefully. Uh-oh. No! Even a cast-up would uphold his pride. Though such an impulse must speak to the overwhelming arrogance of my other half. The name Hephaestus shall grow to eclipse yours. None shall remember the deeds of Lahabrea once I fulfill Athena's ambition and bring Erichthonios' dream to life. You speak as if you care a whit for the boy. Then why then do you cower behind him? There are some desires which must not be realized. Athena would see the world destroyed if it meant she could find hers in the ruins. As for Erichthonios, he knows not what his wish would beget, a truth which you have hidden from him. Do you truly believe a father's role is to deceive and manipulate? Why? Wish? You would claim the name Hephaestus and call yourself his father, yet you bind his mind and body in dark chains. Your words, and your pride, ring hollow. Athena wanted her son by her side, and he desires to return there. What wickedness is there in mending a broken family? Athena cared not for Erichthonios, beyond how he could serve her ends. That is sad. You claim to be acting in his interest, but 'tis plain you are no different. As I ushered Athena to her aid, I vowed that my sole mission in life would be to guide this star true. In service to that vow, I silenced the whispers of my heart. I could not nurture a son whilst an entire world looked to me for guidance. For that choice, I bear the responsibility. Aww. Yet he is still my son, and I shall not suffer you to seduce him with false hope. You, who are naught but the bitter dregs of Athena and I, the very worst of us. Mother, she... No. Then who? How do I... It's okay. Come back to us! Come back to us! I hear you. I owe you and Themis an apology. Athena, did you ever... And Lahabrea, I will have my say. Yeah! Yeah! How? His mind was mine. I can't explain. Nemu's words reached me through the haze. Yay! They rang loud and clear. As did the words of another, in a voice much like yours, but resounding with truth. Bind him! Or, kill him! You got this! How? When did you master these bonds? Oh, we've interred much worse. Let's go! You worthless! You! Ah! Get ditted! Gone! Oh! His crystal! Oh no! It appears my failures have borne fruit after all. You did well, son. That's so sweet. Where are we? It wouldn't matter now. You're fine. You're back with us. You're a good dad! With Hephaestus' essence contained in this crystal, we may safely return Erichthonios above. But he would bind Hephaestus with only half his senses intact. We quite understated his adeptness in the art of interment. It was hardly what I had in mind, but a feat deserving of praise nonetheless. I feel no trace of Hephaestus' poison in your mind. And for a blessing, it appears your body is none the worse for wear. Hey, Themis! I made my way here as soon as I could. I no longer sense Hephaestus, and the force assailing Pandemonium's barriers has ceased. Are we rid of him for good and all? Well, it doesn't seem like it. I see. Despite his muddled senses, Erichthonios felt that to seal Hephaestus away was the proper course. It wasn't so noble as that. I only knew something had to be done, so I acted. Lahabrea, was that how you dealt with Hephaestus in the past? Indeed. He was naught but parts of my memory and soul that I had cut away. A mass of ether without a material vessel. Storing his essence within a crystal was the most logical choice. I see. On that matter, I believe the time has come for you to share the rest of your tale of Hephaestus' creation and Athena's end. I hear your words, but only vaguely, as if from under the surface of a deep pool. My mother wished to use me? I would hear the whole truth. I want to know what happened here, and what drove Athena to act as she did. I'm ready. Athena's brilliance outshone us all. Even the other members of the Words of Lahabrea were as children in comparison. So dedicated to research was she that it was not unheard of for her to forget meals or even sleep. Well, her mind was ever grasping for knowledge, and it was in this endless search that she became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of life. You see, while we can conceive life in various forms, the means of creating a soul are beyond our ken. Similarly, though we can enhance and alter our physical vessels, we have ever been bound to them. Athena's purpose was to shatter these limitations. Such limitations as we were not meant to surpass. She sought to enter the realm of the gods. Scarce few have the ability to comprehend what such a task entails, let alone the courage to attempt it. For most, the thought would be an idle fancy, considered once and then discarded. Not so for Athena. As leader of the Words of Lahabrea, I spoke with her often about transcending our being. From an academic perspective, the challenge has plagued countless researchers through the ages. It was during these musings that I began to formulate a theory, a means by which a person can meld with a creation. The weakness of one would be mitigated by the strengths of the other, and the result could be something greater than we have ever imagined. Okay. Although it was but a theory, Athena insisted I develop it further, curious about every detail along the way. Our conversations became more frequent, and our platonic relationship grew into something much more. Oh, I take it I was born not soon after. Oh, they were in love. Just so. I believed she bore true affection for me, and I was blind to her hidden intentions. When Pandemonium was built, and she requested to lead the researches, I saw no reason to deny her. He was I wouldn't say he was simping for her, but I guess he was very much in love. They were both very much in love with each other, but I feel like she had bigger motives in the process. That's very sad, actually. Even setting aside our relationship, her accomplishments as a scholar made her the obvious choice. However, in giving her Pandemonium, I also gave her free to reign to conduct whatsoever experiments she could devise. Yep. When you found out what she was doing, you killed her. Yep. Oh. I made haste to Pandemonium the moment I learned of these hidden chambers. I left Agdistis to keep watch from Tartaros's vestibule as I ventured deeper, knowing not what would await me. Oh. As for what occurred next, 'tis best to see with your own eyes. What? Okay. Okay. Memory. No! That's their baby! Is that me? You're well aware that out of a respect for our neighbors in Elpis, the researchers of Pandemonium are not to be masked. Yet you stand before me with your face covered. What petty defiance is this? What indeed? So quick you are to rebuke me, though you yourself have not set foot in these halls since their inception. You must have known you could not conceal this form myself in Agdistis forever. As well as you know that I cannot allow it to continue. I shall say this but once. Release Erichthonios, else I have no choice but to strike you down. He loves you. I would meet my end at the hands of none other. However, ere my time has come, I will have you know the why of it. Then you will not desist. Once you understand what has driven me this far, you shall see that stopping was never an option. Oh. The feelings of one weigh little against the needs of the entire star. Of course, of that I am well aware. But did you not deign to descend from your lofty height simply to lecture me as you would a child? You have an interest in my motivations. What possessed Athena, peerless researcher and mother to the son of the great Lahabrea, to embark upon the path to her downfall? History will demand an answer, but it is you who deserves one. Give me your hand, Lahabrea, and we— I did not read the rest. Oops! Ah! You bonded your souls?! That the boundaries between us would cease to be, she offered me everything, so to be understood. I found myself unable to refuse. At that moment, my mind was a storm of questions, yet one roared the loudest. Did Athena ever truly love me? Aww. That's so sad. I become thee, memory and mind. I don't think he allowed that. And I thee. Oh shit. Never mind. Can you feel it? My heart, all that I am. Yes, as if it were my own. Uh-oh. A fathomless desire to dissect the mysteries of life, to transcend our mortal flesh, and bleed into a higher plane of existence. An unquenchable thirst for knowledge, not a single thought spared for another, for our star. Eee. Oh no. How disappointing. Well, you were insane! You would not. Yet what is known cannot be unknown. You have beheld my life's work. Try as you might to excise my memory, the seed of desire remains. And when it takes root, you too shall be consumed by the self-same fervor. Oh shit. I will dig it out. I will dispense with the corruption in my soul ere your rotten insight spreads. "'Twas my weakness that let this wickedness fester, but never again. Today I cast aside fickle emotion, and abide in duty alone. Today I renounce all that I was, and only live as Lahabrea." Oh, what? Thus did I forsake the part of myself that had been polluted by Athena, sealing it within a crystal. Never did I think I would one day face those memories made flesh. Oh. Forgive my bluntness, but your actions bordered on insanity. Yeah, to go such lengths to escape your memories. You nearly rewrote your very existence. Rest assured, the change did not go unnoticed by our colleagues in the convocation. Igorium and Emmett Silk in particular made plain the suspicions they harbored. As well as they should have. That you escaped with your life was nothing short of a miracle. Why didn't you destroy the crystal then and there? Did you think to one day make use of the knowledge it contained? I will not deny such considerations played into my decision, but my main motivation was fear. Oh, I had never attempted such a feat before. The crystal was my sole recourse should something go awry with the remainder of my soul. In hindsight, oh! To cling to it was a mistake born of doubt. Okay. Athena must have anticipated that I would resort to such measures, and prepared a vessel beforehand that would accept the dregs of my soul. Hephaestus doubtless believed that he was performing his duty as a husband and a father should. Yet in truth, he was but a puppet being pulled to and fro by Athena's desires. His goal was not to raise himself high. He thought only of seeing his dear Athena alive again, that she might finish what she began. Yet for all that, he and I were alike. We yet shared a fatal flaw, you see. Our heed for control blinded us to others' perspectives. While I was enthralled to Hephaestus, he called out to me. What say you now? Does Lahabrea speak true? Yeah, I would think so. What does your heart tell you? He did promise. I just want to know one thing. Did you truly believe that hiding the truth was best for me? For me? Even knowing how I felt about my mother? The Lahabrea I know had a fatal flaw, after all. I'm still not convinced. I have said all I can say, that I can say. Now it is for you to choose to believe me, or not. No. The Lahabrea I know holds duty above all else. I would sooner prostrate myself before an erupting volcano than place my fickle emotions in his path. When you return to the surface, you'll doubtless don that mask once more. So before we climb out of this forsaken pit, I suppose I should say, thank you, Hephaestus. Aww. That's sweet. You both are so cute. He was quite literally a part of him. But Lahabrea to me is a man who thinks of naught but his duty. By casting aside the burden that Hephaestus represented, he shall become evermore himself, in a way. Yeah, I guess. I've heard enough. There is more I would yet discuss. But we would first return to Pandemonium's gates. I shall gather my thoughts on the way. Athena viewed Erichthonios as an ideal test subject. Hephaestus' research must have been nearly complete to seek him out like he did. We have regained complete control of the facility, but it shall take some time yet until things are in working order again. Okay. I owe you an apology, Nemu. It was due to my own inexperience that Hephaestus was so easily able to take hold of my mind. I owe you my thanks. If you and Themis hadn't chosen to brave the chaos occurring in Pandemonium, then I would have never known Lahabrea's story. My father's story. No problem. It was a tale too I was fascinated to hear. I very much look forward to speaking with Azim upon my return. I cannot help but wonder how much of this she foresaw. I am afraid I cannot allow that, Elidibus. So long as you retain control of Pandemonium, there is work to be done. But of course, I shall first free the remaining warders and restore peace to its former glory. Using the facilities in Tartaros, we should be able to reverse the changes made to the bodies and the minds. I shall stay behind to oversee the process. That is well, but I must yet learn why I was considered the key to Hephaestus' experiments, and how he intended to revive Athena. Maybe because you share her blood? Such questions are best left unanswered. In fact, I forbid the pursuit of that knowledge. The boundary between man and creation shall never again be crossed. And I intend to destroy the crystal containing Hephaestus' essence, that this mistake never again repeats. I see no reason to gainsay your judgment. There is the matter of your crystal. However, truth be told, I had not considered its origin until I saw the one containing Hephaestus' ether. I was struck by how wholly different they were. There is another. Oh yeah, the first crystal. While imbuing a crystal with memories is a simple process, storing a message, a warning even, would be something altogether more complex. This also means that someone besides the present company, and Azim, was aware of the plot unfolding within Pandemonium. Then why would they not make themselves known, even now? No threats remain. Perhaps it was one of the other warders. We shall question them after they are freed. That task may take some time, a resource I'd rather not steal more from you. Return at your leisure, and we will share our results then. You've done more than enough for the time being. I am more of the same mind. Leave the loose ends to us, and continue upon your journey. Or if you're so inclined, take a much-needed repose. I will. This talk of journey smacks of as well as it should. She has pledged to keep moving until she has seen every corner of the world. If you do find yourself with a spare moment, you might bring that crystal of yours to Lahabrea, that he may be able to offer further insight. Until then, my friend. Yeah, no problem. Oh! The crystal that hangs from Erichthonios' waist was a gift from me, made in the hopes that it would spark growth in his aptitude for magic. 'Tis plain he no longer requires it, but I see no reason he cannot wear it for a while longer. Aww! That's so sweet! Laha Dad. No longer Laha Bread. He's Laha Dad. Why, if it isn't Nemu? Excuse me if I'm not my usual chipper self, but we have not been without our difficulties in our absence. You see, communication with the airship Professor Claudian commissioned for his search was lost some time ago. And now we have quite lost track where he might be. No! Where the fuck is he? And to make matters worse, Namgigi has just sent word of unusually large amounts of energy coming from somewhere within the ethereal sea. I was just on my way to the Aitascope, in fact. Please, you must come with me. Okay, sure. Uh-oh. Oh no. What the hell is this? Pandemonium? Question mark? Is it real? Why is it that whenever danger visits the world, you are never far behind? Oh, Fortuno, hi! What's up? And you two. Professor Claudian's assistants, I take it? As you arrived before me, I take it you are involved in this. I would thank you to furnish me with an explanation. No problem. What in the Castle Oblivion is this? Yeah, I'm like, bro, what is going on? What did you do, Claudian? While the research summary you submitted to the forum gave us no cause for concern, these details are alarming. The professor's last message indicated that he was on his way to Abyssos, but we know not whether he ever reached his destination. A rash endeavor, even for Claudian. He has ever allowed the thrill of discovery to cloud his better judgment. We have no recourse but to entreat Ishgar's aid in searching for him. Okay. And for that unsightly fortress which materialized the ethereal sea. Pandemonium, was it? It cannot be left alone. True. For the time being, information regarding on this matter must be strictly controlled, so as to minimize panic. We will gather those with knowledge of the ethereal sea, and continue monitoring it for further irregularities. Okay. You two, submit a detailed report to the forum at once. Run! At present, we have far more questions than answers. Nevertheless, I would ask for your assistance at such a time that our investigation has concluded. Very good. Now, if you will excuse me, I must apprise the forum of what has occurred here. Oh my god. Just when we need him the most, Professor Claudian remains unaccounted for. He even brought the crystal with him. We're left with scarce few straws to grasp that. While I am but a lowly assistant, even I could see that our two current problems are likely related. The same party or phenomenon may be responsible for both. Conversely, I can see now that my unexperienced imagination failed to do Pandemonium's pitiless spire's justice. I can only wonder. If the facility itself traversed the ages, did the creations within do the same? What of the keywords? But answers to these questions shall come in time, I am sure. For now, I must do as Master Fortuno asked and write that report. As for you, Nemu, pray get what rest of your responsibilities will allow. Then, next when we call upon you, I wager we shall need you in prime condition. Aw, man! That's it? That's it? No! No! That's it? Ah, no, this is so unfair. We're gonna have to wait until, like, what? Alliance raids might be in 6.3, so I guess probably 6.4 or 6.5? Maybe? In 8 months. Ah, no! On the plus side, that would be the end. Yeah, oh my gosh, that was really fun. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm going to, obviously when this comes again, I will invite everybody if they want to join in. It was actually pretty fun. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. Really hope to play with you all next time in the next stream. Thank you. Bye bye.